and welcome to Siyasat TV. I'm Sumayya Junaid Ahmed bringing you the news. Here are the headlines.
United States President Joe Biden to join leaders meet Quad that includes India, says Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison. China hikes defense budget to $209 billion, which is over 3 times that India has. Mamata Banerjee versus ex-top 8 Subhendru Adhikari in Nandigram, Narendra Modi to decide. Sushant Singh Rajput case, anti-drug agency charge sheet names Reha Chakrabarti and 32 others. According to a study, 54% of Hyderabad's population developed antibodies against COVID-19. Fifth accused arrested in lawyer couple murder case. Myanmar coup leaders tried draining $1 billion from United States account, says sources. Western powers drop censure plan as Iran agrees to IAEA talks.
Let's begin with our top story. Leaders of the Quad bloc will hold their first ever meeting as the 4 democracies of the United States, Japan, India and Australia seek to counter China's rising influence.
This will become a feature of Indo-Pacific engagement, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison told reporters in Sydney today without giving details on timing of talks expected to be held virtually. It will be 4 leaders, 4 countries working together constructively for peace, prosperity and stability of Indo-Pacific. Morrison, who has seen trade hit by deteriorating relations with China, said he would discuss arrangements with US President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris in recent weeks. He expected the talks would be followed by face-to-face meetings.
Moving on to our next story, China today hiked its defense budget for first time over more than $200 billion, over 3 times higher than that of India, maintaining a single-digit growth for the 6th consecutive year with 6.8% increase in 2021.
The hike in defense spending was announced by Chinese Premier Li Keqiang on opening day of National People's Congress China Parliament amid a military standoff, India in eastern Ladakh and growing political and military tensions with the United States. This year's planned defense spending will be about $209 billion, state-run Xinhua news agency reported, adding that annual defense budget maintains a single-digit growth for 6 consecutive years. China's defense budget is about 1/4 of United States figure, which is $740.5 billion for the 2021 fiscal year.
Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee may face do-or-die contest in the state election with Subhendru Adhikari, for the former top 8 who ditched the Trinamool Congress and defected to the BJP in December. At a strategy meeting last evening featuring Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP discussed fielding Subhendru Adhikari in Nandigram, one of the 2 seats Mamata Banerjee has pledged to contest.
The other candidate discussed in the meeting to finalize names for Bengal election was Bab Supriyo, the BJP's Assanol MP. The union minister volunteered his name for Bhawanipur, Mamata Banerjee's constituency and 2nd seat she is likely to contest in the assembly elections that will stretch over 8 rounds and 33 days. The decision on both candidates have been left to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP President JP Nadda. The big 3 of the BJP will decide on Nandigram and Bhawanipur and 13 other key constituencies of the Bengal.
Moving on, the Congress today launched a Speak Up Against Price Rise online campaign with former party chief Rahul Gandhi accusing the central government of pushing people in swamp of prices rise just to earn taxes.
The Congress from its official Twitter handle urged people to participate in the online campaign by speaking out against price rise. The party said BJP is equal to Burden Janata Party. The sooner we speak up against their loot, the better for the nation. Come join the movement.
After registering regular hikes last month, petrol and diesel rates were kept unchanged across the 4 metro cities for the 6th consecutive day today by the country's biggest state-run oil refine, Indian Oil.
Petrol prices were last hike on Saturday, which is 27th of February, by 24 paise per litre in the national capital to an all-time high of Rs 91.17 paise. Since then, fuel rates have remained steady across all 4 metro cities. According to Indian Oil Corporation, currently the highest fuel prices are in Mumbai, where petrol is at Rs 97.57 per litre and diesel is at Rs 88.60 per litre.
An official said a power loom factory was destroyed in a devastating fire in the early morning hours today in Bhiwandi town in Thane district of Maharashtra. However, no casualty was reported.
Santosh Kadam, chief of Thane Municipal Corporation's Regional Disaster Management Cell, said the fire broke out at the factory situated on Niyagaon Road at around 2:20 am. Firefighters from Bhiwandi Nizampur City Municipal Corporation doused the flames after 2 hours. Mr. Kadam said no one was injured in the blaze, but the power loom factory was totally destroyed. The cause of the fire was not yet known.
The Narcotics Control Bureau today named 33 persons, including actress Riya Chakraborty and her brother Shavik, in a charge sheet filed before the special court and related to the death of Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput last year. The over document, coming up to some 12,000 pages, has statement of over 200 witnesses.
The NCB began the probe following the death of 34-year-old Mr. Rajput last June. It had arrested both Ms. Chakraborty and her brother under various sections of the Narcotics, Drugs, Psychotropic Substances Act, but were released later on bail. Of the 33 accused, 8 are still in judicial custody. During the investigation, several substances, electronic gadgets, and Indian as well as foreign currency were seized. The charge sheet now states that the tests confirmed by seized substances are narcotics in nature. This includes charas, ganja, LSD, ecstasy, and psychotropic substances. The agency has also claimed that incriminating evidence comprising digital evidence, call record, WhatsApp chats, location tags, video and voice recordings, and several other documents had been submitted.
Let's bring you the latest on the COVID figures in the country. India's COVID-19 tally caseload crossed 1.11 crore mark with 16,838 new coronavirus cases and 113 deaths reported in the past 24 hours. Remember, this is the government data shared by the Health Ministry coming up early this morning. Amid concerns of a third wave, more than 13,819 people successfully fought off the viral disease, taking the overall recoveries to 1,839,894. The country now has 1,11,73,761 cases and more than 1,57,000 lives lost due to COVID-19, whereas Telangana recorded 166 new COVID-19 cases and 2 fatalities. Let's shift our focus to Telangana, where year into COVID-19 pandemic, more than half of the population of Hyderabad has developed antibodies against SARS-CoV-2 virus, according to collaborative study taken up by Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, National Institute of Nutrition and Bharat Biotech.
The study showed that 54% of the population in the city has antibodies, which means they have developed immunity of SARS-CoV-2 virus. The study is also a clear indication that Hyderabad is just a few months away from attaining herd immunity from COVID. 9,000 samples were collected from 30 wards under GHMC. Samples of 300 individuals were each from 30 wards collected. Most of the wards have zero prevalence of 50 to 60%. A few had 70% and some had 30%. Women had zero positivity rate of 56%, while men had 53%. About 75% of individuals out of 9,000 did not know that they had COVID-19.
Did Mayor of Hyderabad G. Vijayalakshmi violated the Model Code of Conduct at the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation head office? While opposition parties claim that she had violated the code, the officials denied the allegations. The controversy began as the mayor office circulated a photograph of mayor holding TRS election pamphlet seeking her support to the party candidate Surabhi Vani Devi for the Hyderabad Graduates MLC election inside the GHMC office in the official GHMC WhatsApp group.
The message received from Mayor's office said that founder of Narsinga Global Women Forum, Latha Chaudhary, and other members called the mayor during meeting. The mayor sought the support of forum members for the TRS candidate Surabhi Vani Devi. As a model code of conduct in vogue, no election campaign should take place on the premises of GHMC office or any such place.
Another arrest made in the murder case of lawyer couple who were brutally hacked to death in the broad daylight in Peddapalli district on 17th of February. The police on Thursday arrested Lachaya, who was named as a fifth accused in the case and produced before the magistrate.
Lachaya was remanded to 14-day judicial custody and was sent to Karimnagar jail. So far, the police arrested Kunta Srinu, A. Kumar, Chiranjeevi and Bintu Srinu in connection with the murder case. On the other hand, police recorded the statements of eyewitnesses. Around 9 people were produced before the Mathani magistrate, and witnesses include father of the lawyer Vamanna Rao, the driver and conductor of the bus who were present in the incident were produced before the magistrate.
Around 71% who were caught by the city traffic police for driving under influence of alcohol were sentenced to imprisonment by the local court on Wednesday. They were imprisoned for the duration ranging between 1 to 12 days.
During a regular check-up on Monday night, the traffic police caught 118 persons for driving in an intoxicated state. All those who were caught by the police were produced in a local court which imposed fine for Rs 8.6 lakh on them beside the jail term. The Cyberabad traffic police appealed the citizens not to drive after being drunk and exhibit responsibility while driving.
Moving on to our international news, Myanmar's military rulers attempted to move about $1 billion held at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York in the United States days after seizing power on 1st of February, prompting United States officials to put freeze on the funds.
The transaction on 4th of February in the name of Central Bank of Myanmar was first blocked by Fed safeguards. United States government officials then stalled on approving transfer until an executive order issued by United States President Joe Biden gave them a legal authority to block indefinitely. It marked an apparent effort by Myanmar general to limit exposure to international sanctions after they arrested elected officials, including de facto leader Aung San Suu Kyi, who had won national election in November.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected criticism that the country's vaccination rollout has excluded Palestinian citizens of Israel. In an interview with Fox News, Netanyahu slammed a joke last month by Saturday Night's Live star Michael Shea that Israel has only vaccinated the Jew of half of its population.
Responding to the claims, Netanyahu said that outrageous. In fact, I bought vaccines, the Arab citizen of Israel, and vaccinated many as we can. Netanyahu has pinned the re-election hopes to the success of his campaigner to vaccinate Israel's adult population. At the same time, he has offered rewards for those who vaccinate and punishment those who do not.
Western powers have backed off from the efforts to censor Iran and the global nuclear watchdog as Iran agreed to cooperate with international experts regarding uranium particles found at several of its sites.
Iran's foreign ministry credited intense diplomatic efforts by Tehran and all other participants to its 2015 nuclear deal with world powers for stopping European and American-backed resolution to the Board of Governors of International Atomic Energy Agency. The United States, which unilaterally withdrew from the nuclear deal in 2018, had initially backed planned Germany, the United Kingdom and France, together known as E3, to introduce resolution to condemn Iran's reduction of commitments under the deal.
Before we wrap up our bulletin, let's have a look on our headlines.
United States President Joe Biden to join leaders meet quad that includes India, says Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison. China hikes defense budget to $209 billion, which is over 3 times that India has. Mamta Banerjee versus ex-top 8 Subendhu Adhikari in Nandigram, Narendra Modi to decide. Sushant Singh Rajput case, anti-drug agency charge sheet names Reha Chakrabarti and 32 others. According to a study, 54% of Hyderabad's population developed antibodies against COVID-19. Fifth accused arrested in lawyer couple murder case. Myanmar coup leaders tried draining $1 billion from United States account, says sources. Western powers drop censored plan as Iran agrees to IAEA talks.
These were all the updates. More news on the other side. Thank you for your time. For more news, stay tuned to Siyasat TV.